Hello, everyone. My name is Casey Wardell. I'm a brand new author, and I thought I'd post my first video ever right here and give you a taste. I'll start with the prologue. The plaza on Glacier Drive was where stuff got done in Pacific Heights. The local grocery store and ice cream shop filled the people's cupboards and stomachs. The post office had a helpful staff who timely sent out and received packages. The gas station had its tiny shop filled with maps, transmission fluid, and a good deal of snacks for those who drive by on their way to various destinations. There's the bank, of course, and the best fish place in the city was smack in the middle of it all, Leroy's Fish and Chips. Kevin Myers was one of the city's finest, loved the joint. His favorite spot, rain or shine, the veranda, with its small bistro-type tables and its canopy. Leroy was always good about serving him a couple of fish tacos and a large cold drink when he was out on one of his breaks. Most people thought, as an officer, he would desire a cup of coffee with a donut or bear claw drizzled in icing. But Leroy's fish tacos, with their lettuce, avocado, and sour cream always seemed to hit the spot. With a pen in hand and a paper in front of him, Kevin would scribble out figures and then eventually scratch them out. He had been at it for almost an hour. But this kid with the camera kept breaking his concentration. Kevin picked up his glass and swirled his drink around, the ice clinking as he did so. He looked down again and tried to reconsider his options. There seemed to be enough money to pay for the mortgage on the new house and the car insurance. But his son Chris needed new cleats for football, and his 6-year-old daughter Cindy had been signed up for ballet lessons. If that weren't enough, his wife had picked up the annoying habit of scrapbooking, which cost at least $80 per book. She had already finished 3 and was working on another. The only way to pay for all of it was to take extra shifts at the station, which he did, even though it meant he missed out on time with his family. "Honey," Kevin raised his head at the sound of a woman's voice. He turned the paper over and laid his cell phone on top before he stood up. His wife, Tanya, came toward him with a beautiful smile on her face. His children pushed past her in an effort to reach him first. His daughter to get hugs, his son to get away from any PDA his parents would no doubt show. "Watch for cars," Kevin warned them. Chris grabbed Cindy's hand and the two of them were soon by his side. "Hey, sport." He stood up and handed his son his last $10 bill. "Get you and your sister an ice cream cone." "Daddy, where's the nice lady with the yellow hair?" his daughter squealed. She loved her dad's associate, the lady who always brought her a treat. "Her name's Nicole, sweetie. She works with Daddy at the police station, remember?" Kevin kissed the little girl on the head. "Now, go get your ice cream." He watched his children disappear into the ice cream parlor, then turned and wrapped his arms around his wife. "How's your shift been going? Caught any perps?" "Just one. Mostly shuffled paperwork. Jeff's coming to dinner tonight, right?" A sudden tension came to Kevin's bones. Something didn't feel right. He looked around. His spine grew cold. Kevin pulled his gun from the holster and carefully tucked it into his coat. "Tucker and Sarah." "Yeah, tonight." Chris and Cindy ran out of the parlor. He saw the tears that streamed down the little girl's face. "I wanted chocolate chip ice cream." Cindy threw her arms around her daddy's waist. "Cindy started crying," Chris said. "He told us to get the hell out." "This is important, Chris. How many?" The wind started to pick up as Kevin picked up his cell phone. The forgotten stress of unpaid bills flew away, just both literally and figuratively. He passed the cell to Tanya. "Just one, Dad." Chris slid both hands into his back pockets. Kevin had been divided on protecting his family or upholding his sworn duty. "It's just one guy." He passed his trembling daughter to his son. "Get in the car and go home," he told Tanya. "Call the station. Tell them I'm going after him." He watched as the robbery suspect ran out of the store. 3 bags of cash were clutched in his thick hands. Kevin pulled his gun from his coat and followed at a dead run. "Stop! You're under arrest." He realized he had no backup, no handcuffs, nothing. He darted past the kid with the expensive camera that was still clicking away aimlessly. The suspect dropped one of the bags. He grabbed it before he continued his pursuit. The suspect rounded a corner and disappeared behind a dumpster. Kevin followed and was introduced to a 9mm. "I remember you." The criminal grabbed a handful of cold hard cash and stuffed it into Kevin's jacket. "Long time no see. Oscar." Kevin had arrested Oscar for the sexual assault of a young woman, not even 6 months ago. It had taken months to get the arrest, and here the scumbag was back on the streets. "You still fucking that bitch of yours?" The criminal paused. Kid ran past, had a camera. Kevin had hoped Oscar hadn't noticed.